voting in the Republic of Ireland. The numbers you need will be coming up at the end of the show. So if you don't want to see your favourite act in the bottom two, get voting. The lines are open now. Ant and Dec are up next with Saturday Night Takeaway, and the live coverage of tonight's X Factor continues after them with Ben and Terry on ITV2 at 8:15. Judges, it's been one heck of a night. Cool. And we're back in 2 hours and 15 minutes with the result of tonight's X Factor vote. That's ITV1, 9:15. I'll be here, they'll be here. 8 will remain, 1 must go. We'll see you then. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been remarkable and beautiful. Are you okay? Yeah. Have you enjoyed being a part of the Osborne family? Definitely enjoyed it. Definitely. You've learned and done so much in the competition. Any highlights for you?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Absolutely.
You're going to stay in touch with Sharon?
Yes, of course.
Like she's going to let you know. Thank you very much. To Roberta, everybody. Okay, well, that's it. Tonight was tough, but next week it gets even tougher. Judges, you've really got your work cut out next week. Really got it cut out. Sharon, you're down to just 2 acts after 1 week of voting. And don't forget, you can join the 3 judges and the 9 finalists now if you switch over to ITV2, where Ben Shepherd continues the live coverage with the Extra Factor. I'll be back next Saturday at 6. Battle continues to find a winner. Good night! Tonight, you must be proud of everything you've achieved over the last few months.
I am, yeah.
But you know, you're leaving this competition most definitely a different woman to the one you arrived as.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to say to Simon, who's mentored you through this?
Thank you for the opportunity, Simon, you gave me. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, once more, let's show Verity how much we love her as we say goodbye. Thank you very much, Verity. Thank you. Don't forget, you can join all the finalists, Verity and the judges right now on ITV2 with Ben Shepherd on the Extra Factor. So that's it. We started with 50,000 and now just 7 remain. What on earth are the judges going to bring to the table next week? Simon's down to 2 acts. Sharon's down to 2. Louis has 3. Find out next Saturday, 6 o'clock here on ITV1, when we continue the battle to find the winner of the X Factor from all of us here. Good night! 2 to go. Is there anything you'd like to say before we say goodbye?
What can I say? Thanks for everyone that did vote, and thanks for everyone that's enjoyed being here, and we're going home. We're going home.
It's 2 to go, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Well done. Thank you very much. Off you go. So, there is an even playing field. 3 judges, 2 acts each. Don't forget, you can join all of them right now, the judges and the finalists on 2. We'll be back next Saturday at the new time of 6:55 p.m. That's next Saturday, 6:55. Until then, good night! votes. The future in the competition with these guys now lies with you, because the voting lines are now open. And if you're a digital viewer, you can also vote via the red button on your remote control. And if you're watching in the Republic of Ireland, the numbers you need will be coming up in a moment. The live coverage from tonight's show continues right now on Extra Factor with Ben Shepherd on ITV2, and I'll be back with the results of your vote at 9 o'clock straight after Millionaire here on ITV1. You have just 1 hour to keep your favourite act in the competition. Use your time wisely. See you at 9. Amazing. Girls, any regrets?
I just want to say, you know, yeah, God has just brought us this far, and you know what? You haven't seen the last of us.
They've been incredible, and I'm sure it's not the last we've heard from them. One last time for Voices with Soul, everyone. You can join Voices of Soul and all our finalists and the judges right now on ITV2 with Ben Shepherd on the Extra Factor. So we're down to just 5 acts, and Louis, next week you're back with just 1. Next week could be your last week. Who is going to win the X Factor? Join us as we count it down next Saturday. Good night! Do well tonight. Let's hear it for our 5 finalists. So it's over to you guys. The lines are now open, and your votes will decide where the story goes from here. If you're a digital viewer, you can also vote via the red button on your remote control. And if you're watching in the Republic of Ireland, the numbers you need for all of tonight's 5 acts will be coming up in a moment. So for these guys, an agonising wait begins. Tonight, one of them will be leaving the competition, and you have just 1 hour to make sure that your favourite stays in. I'll be back with the results of your vote here at 9 o'clock on ITV1, straight after Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That's 9 o'clock, the results of your vote, ITV1. You have just 1 hour to keep your favourite in. Use your time wisely. Get voting. We'll see you at 9. Taking you under her wing, is there anything you'd like to say to her tonight?
There's only 2 things I could say. Thank you and I love you.
Sharon, she says thank you and she loves you. Anything you want to say to Cassie as we say goodbye to her tonight?
Yeah, I'm so proud of you, Cassie. You have a God-given gift, and I'm going to be at your side no matter what, missus. You're not getting rid of me.
Is that the news you're waiting for, Cass?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
What's been the highlight? What's been the best bit so far?
Getting through every Saturday up until now.
Okay, well listen, ladies and gentlemen, she's been phenomenal. One last time for Cassie! Okay. Go and join the others, my love. Now you can join all of our finalists and the judges right now on ITV2 with Ben Shepherd on the Extra Factor. So we're down to just 4 acts. Louis has 1, Sharon has 1, Simon Cowell has 2, and we ain't gonna hear the last of it. Next week the countdown continues and the competition gets harder when everything changes. That's right, next Saturday everything changes. 6:55 ITV1, the X Factor. Until then, good night! Tonight, over 5 million of your votes have been registered. Thank you very much. Keep them coming. Don't forget, you can also vote via the red button on your remote control. And if you're watching in the Republic of Ireland, the numbers you need will be coming up in a moment. So now, the waiting continues for Stephen G4. Only one of them can win the X Factor. There is only one record contract on offer. So please, use your vote and vote wisely. Tonight, your vote has never mattered more. Up next on ITV1, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? But switch over to ITV2 for the live coverage, continuing from the X Factor. I'll be back at 9:30 with the result, the winner, 9:30. See you then. Please. So here they are, your X Factor finalists. How you feeling?
Wow, I can't even speak. It's just unbelievable. We just had no idea this was going to happen. Wow.
Steve, you're through to the final.
Amazing. It's fantastic. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
So next Saturday, either G4 or Steve will become the winner of the X Factor. After 50,000 applicants and 15 weeks of fierce competition, next Saturday is the big one, the final. We kick off live at 6:30 when G4 and Steve battle it out on this stage to become the winner of the show. Two will compete, but only one can win. You can join these guys now live on ITV2 with Ben Shepherd. But I'll see you next Saturday, 6:30, the X Factor final. Good night.
Yeah, I'm not leaving. I'm staying with Tabby for the week. Mum, I love you. I couldn't stand to do this. I thought my mum and my grandma would be too upset. I'm fine. I'm pleased to be the last woman. I've tried my best every week. I've done, I think, an alright performance. So I'm happy. Thank you, everyone who voted for me. Because honestly, at the beginning, I was a mad woman. But honestly, you've helped me so much. And I sang every week my heart out. And Simon, you told me I'm amazing.
Let's say goodbye
You're
to...
so outrageous.
Well done. It's Rowetta, everyone. Off you go, my love. Okay, so take a look at them. Tabby, Steve and G4 are your semi-finalists. One of them will go on to become the winner of the X Factor. So who's it going to be? Only your votes will decide. And next week they'll be singing live for a place in the final of the X Factor. You can join all the contestants and the judges right now on ITV2 with Ben Shepherd. And if you stick with ITV1, you can cross live to the jungle for Anton Deck and tonight's live episode of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Don't forget to join us next Saturday at the slightly later time of 7:10 when these three acts will be battling it out for a place in the final. That's 7:10 next Saturday. Until then, from all of us, good night! And just to reiterate, the text number to use your votes tonight is 61101. We gave you an incorrect number earlier. We do apologise. That text number again, 61101. If you're a digital viewer, you can also vote via the red button on your remote control. And if you're watching in the Republic of Ireland, the numbers you need will be up in a moment. That's it. We'll be back in 45 minutes with the crucial results of your vote right after Record of the Year. That's 9 o'clock. The results. See you then. So far tonight, we've had over 1 million votes, but the order is constantly changing, so keep those votes coming. If you're a digital viewer, you can also vote via the red button on your remote control. And if you're watching in the Republic of Ireland, the numbers you need will be coming up in a moment. So, the future of these guys now lies with you. Who will you put through to next week's semi-final? Will it be Rowetta, G4, Steve or Tabby? Only your votes will decide. The live coverage of the X Factor continues right now on ITV2 with Ben Shepherd. And I'll be back with the results of your vote at 9 o'clock here on ITV1 straight after Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You still have an hour to make sure your favourite stays in the competition. Keep voting. See you at 9. moment. So that's it. This is where we hand the show over to you. Your votes will decide what happens next, and the phone lines are now open. Anton Decker up next with the last in this series of Saturday Night Takeaway. And don't forget, the live coverage of tonight's X Factor continues after them with Ben and Terry on ITV2 at 8:25. All the judges will be with them and tonight's finalists as we count and recount your votes. Don't forget, I'll be back with the results of tonight's X Factor vote at 9:25 here on ITV1. Until then, good night. Okay, Steve.
Oh my God.
You didn't make it here on your own. This man was by your side all the way. Anything you want to say to Simon?
I just got to say, Simon, first of all, that first audition, and I got through, and if he hadn't put me through, I wouldn't be standing here right now.
Simon, you came here to win, and you did tonight. How are you feeling?
You know, I am just so thrilled for this guy. It's what this competition was all about. And apart from saying thank you to Steve, I want to say thank you to Richard, to Claire, to Nigel, to Shu, to Andy, producers who made an unbelievable show.
Annie.
No, hang on, I haven't finished. My team,
Yeah.
Sunita and Annie, and
Oh,
Tim,
God.
who's in the
Guys.
background, and to Nigel and Claudia for allowing us to make the show. But above all, thank you for being a fantastic winner.
Steve, your debut single is out a week on Monday. You got what you always wanted. You are a recording artist. How on earth does that feel?
I'm shocked. I want to wake up. I cannot believe it. I can't believe it. I'm absolutely shocked. I'm shocked. I am amazed. I'm always amazed, but this time more now. I'm cracking up. This is so funny.
Listen, tonight you came top of the polls with your votes because people picked up and voted for you. What would you like to say to them?
Do you know what? You don't know how the little thing they do, just picking up the phone and voting for me, has ultimately changed my life beyond belief.
Big time.
No, please.
Well, guys, that's it. From 50,000 down to 1, Steve is the winner of the X Factor. It's been an incredible 16 weeks, and all that remains is for me to thank Simon Cowell, Louis Walsh, Sharon Osbourne, and of course all of the contestants. And thank you for watching and for your vote. Over the whole of the series, we've had 22 million votes. We thank you for that. You can join Steve and Simon right now on ITV2 with Ben Shepherd. And we'll be back next year for an even bigger and better brand new series, The X Factor, The Rematch. If you want to be a part of it, the details are coming up in a moment. Until then, from all of